Hello, and welcome to the Preeminent Customer Experience, or pcX Journey, Huddle number 11. I'm Cliff Parsons. Most of you know me as the best inside sales engineer who has been promoted to project engineer. Today's huddle is about empathy. Empathy is the first of the two behaviors associated with our second quality standard, courtesy. Imagine you receive a call from a customer who is very upset. Her voice is elevated and she is speaking fast. She explains a problem that she's been dealing with for quite some time, and she wants your assistance in fixing the situation. After hearing her concerns and frustrations, you attempt to launch into troubleshooting mode, but she circles back into complaining mode, saying over and over how agitated she is with everything. The two of you go back and forth a couple of times, with you looking to solve the issue and she wanting to vent. At some point, you ask yourself, does she want to solve this issue or just complain? What would you say? I'll give you a few seconds to think. I'd like you to consider that the answer is she wants to solve the problem, but first needs to feel like you are hearing her, like really hearing her. Empathy is the ability to understand customers' emotions, to put our feet in their shoes, to see the world from their perspective. When customers come to us with issues, there can often be a sizable amount of emotion attached to the situation. This may be the first time you hear about the problem, but for a customer, may have been dealing with it for a while, months, years. And you already know this, for you have likely been on the side of the customer in your own life. Think about cable companies, phone providers. Unless you can demonstrate an understanding of their emotions and connect with them in ways that show you care, the rest of the interaction will be inadequate and the value you want to create will not be fully realized. Listening with empathy most often requires you to start with addressing the need to be understood. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing, nor is it about trying to fix the problem. Some of the best ways to do this is by asking questions, simply affirming, listening to your customers' answers, and reflecting on their feelings and words. It starts by having the right intention on your part and requires you to avoid judging, advising, or telling your story until they know you hear them. I invite you to consider how empathetic you currently are and what opportunities exist to improve. Think about how other people would respond if asked about your ability and willingness to understand them genuinely. How often do you interrupt others? When someone tells you something, are you truly listening to understand or waiting for a break in the conversation to jump in and take over? One customer may interpret a message very differently than another simply because their story is different. They are dealing with various issues, and this can lead to emotions ranging from disinterest to outright anger. When someone is frustrated with a situation and doesn't feel like they're being heard, they tend to express negative moods, and in turn, they often scrutinize the source of the message. If you want a customer to open up to you and partner with you to find an answer, it starts with meeting their needs to be heard and understood. I'm Cliff Parsons, and I'll see you next time.